Welcome everyone to my first live stream of Cogmind. This will be attempt number 2 essentially on trying to get that first win. Just some basic ground rules. I'm not worried about spoilers or anything like that. I've started reading the wiki. The first playthrough was blind, but this time I've read the wiki. I have some general ideas about what we're doing here. So feel free to share your tips, tricks, whatever you got. We're just entering the little tutorial zone here. So apparently, I mean, I'm just learning this now, but apparently the starting loot here is random because it looks like, I think at least, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like we're getting different stuff. The wheels and legs are the same. Ion engine, pretty similar to last time. Is it random or is it always a set number of things or set items? I don't know. Jay says I'm going to play a bunch of Tome and try out WoW this weekend. Good luck on the Tome runs, huh? I've had a few rough Madness runs lately myself. You probably saw them. So good luck to you. Axer, welcome to the stream, says, when I talked about this game to some streams ago, I thought maybe I should have asked for a video on it. Well, I got an answer. There you go. Ask and you shall receive. Okay, Mercenary coming up. I forgot to attach my weapons because I'm awesome at this game, obviously. Chance to hit 95%. Okay. Light them up. What do we get? More wheels, got a heat sink, legs, small laser. So I think the strategy that I'm going to employ this time around is more information war than I had last time and maybe some hacking. I don't think we want lasers, though we do have a heat sink here, which is certainly suggesting we could go lasers if we wanted to. But my understanding is that the ballistic weapons are kind of where you want to be in general. Let's drop these wheels, actually. I'm going to pick up an extra leg or two just to carry it around with me. I have an extra slot, so we'll pick up the laser as well. Dr. Hermlin, welcome to the stream, says the very first run has a specific layout with fixed items. After that, it is random. Good to know. But only the tutorial's fixed on the first run. Once you take the stairs, it's all normal. Cool. Good to know. Yeah, so this is very different. Starting out with a bunch of storage units here. Just basic ones. Walking speed currently at 83. I think if I hit 5, I run. Is that right? What's the run button? Yeah, 5 apparently. No, I'm still at 83% movement, so... Oh no, you pick up speed? Is that right? That's kind of neat. Let's just drop this, pick up storage unit, pop that on. I mean, I guess I might as well use 2 storage units right now, right? There, got all the slots in the world. Take an extra one. So, ballistics, my beloved, says Philosophy. Yeah. Welcome to the stream. I think that's the way we're going to go. Numpad 5 is wait. But I did go into running when I hit it. So is that just something that happens when you wait? 2 terminals here to look at. Polar manifests. That could be interesting because we could kill them, right, and get the loot out of it. Prototype inventory, zone layout could be useful. Medium chance of detection. I think we're going to go zone layout at 60%. You can't stack storage, says Simic. Is that right? It sure looked like I could. We'll look at it when I'm done here. Oh no, I see what it is. I picked up a medium and it probably overwrote the small, is what you're saying. So I should just take the small off probably. Gotcha. Let's get zone layout. Downloaded the map data. Should we try for hauler manifests? Still 60%. I have been detected. Running happens when you move in any direction. Okay. Generally, the no stack on a part means it doesn't stack. I missed that as a descriptor, so I'll have to look at those again, look more closely. Let's do it. Nope, failed. Triggered system alert. Alarm, system alarm. So let's get out of here, yeah? So there's our map. There's our exit. How do we zoom out? Just remembering all the buttons here real quick. Scroll wheel with shift. Yeah, I thought it was scroll wheel something. So we've just like mapped the immediate area, it looks like. Let's head this direction. Oh, just kidding. There's a wall there. So I got to go this direction, which is unfortunate because we've been found. Surf, ion engine, spare ion engine makes sense. Let's look at these units. Yeah, no stack, increased by 3. So let's just take that off. Actually, just throw it on the ground because I've got a large here as well. There we go. 7 out of 15. Sweet. Onward and upward. So we've got recycling here, right? Matter pod and hover unit. I might as well pick these things up. I, in general, want to go towards flying, I think, and do a speed build. We're currently moving slowly, even though I'm running. I guess that's because of the large storage unit, which has a massive 20. Okay. Got to remember to check that stuff out. This is massive 10. So maybe I should have kept the small one, huh? That takes me back up to 83. We'll call that good. Only when the trace goes to 100, you'll be found. Okay. So it just builds up over time, and now that I've left it, it'll stop building up, I assume. Is that right? More or less? Let's see. Recycle component, process, retrieve matter. My matter is nearly full. Is there anything here that I want to do at this point with my matter almost full? If anybody's got thoughts on that, let me know. You want to fight on treads and materials and collect flight units for use in a factory. Okay, so I'm going to take that to mean basically that you want to get through factory as quick as possible and not fight, whereas you do want to fight more in materials area. Because really, there isn't a time pressure here in the materials section of the game, right? It's just like core health. So when you run low on health, you want to go up to heal. And you want to collect as many items as you can or like upgrade as much as you can, right? And materials. But by the time you get into factory, there's more time pressure, right? Trace on a machine goes up when you hack it. If it reaches 100, the machine locks out and a squad is dispatched to investigate. Traces are individual for each machine. Cool. Thanks, everybody. Another terminal over here. Materials can typically be full cleared, so you can gather up a build to transition into factory. Recycling machines sometimes hold items. You could try to retrieve them. Is retrieve an option here? Or do you mean destroy? Retrieve components at 50% low detection rate. Retrieving 2 components, small matter pod, and corrupted authorization chip, auth chip. Okay, where did those go? Just on the ground? Yes. So let's see what these things do. Philosophy says, factory is also just generally scary. Yeah, I've noticed. And there will be better flight equipment anyway if you want to go that route. Cool. So while attached during fabricator operation, loading and building a single schematic will not be detected or traced. So you get a free use, basically. That's nice. It is corrupted. As far as I can tell, I don't know by how much. Right, because everything's got a corruption percentage, so I don't know how much that is. What's this guy here? Transporter? Transporters can carry loot, can't they? Ion engine. Here's treads times 2, so we could potentially get those treads. Network coupler. Whoops. And weight redistribution system. I remember that being quite good as well. Axer's saying escape manual has a bunch of answers to the questions. Cool. Yeah, this looks really well laid out here. Probably I'll do that not in a live stream, so you guys just throw answers at me if you want to. If you don't want to, I'll go to the manual. Probably not very corrupted, Sherman says, but also it's a combat bot auth ship, so not that useful unless you want allies. I mean, I'm always up for allies. I generally run summoning type builds or allies based builds in these games, so if I can figure out how to make allies with that thing or in any way, shape, or form, I'm going to do it. Earliest fabricators in the factory. Yeah, okay, so right now we're just kind of looking for gear. I think it's probably worth killing this guy, right? To get those treads. Let's just pop my head up here. Here's a surf. These guys have wheels. Yeah, I'm gonna try to kill this guy. Are any of these now hostile to me? No. Okay. This is still the same guy, right? No, this is the engineer now. Whoops, scout found me. Okay. Yeah, killing haulers and materials is pretty free, says Sherman. And Seismic says there are some ally-focused alignments in the game. Alignments. So mercenary is coming. The scout, presumably, yeah, he's signaled to alert the ally, so we're going to run. Basic ion engine. Let's check this. If the guy comes in, he's just a mercenary, we can take him. Retrieve components only 30%. Not feeling like that's useful to do. I could grab an extra engine. That's probably a good idea. I've only got one. Let's get rid of the laser. Grab the engine. Okay, our dude did find us here. So we'll light him up. 76% base hit. Sweet, easy kill. Alignment means alliances. Okay. I don't know about alliances. Like I say, I've dabbled in the wiki, but only for one evening. So, you know, I haven't picked up everything, that's for sure. Visual processing unit, ion engine, hover unit. Okay, so I've got two hover units actually. This visual processing unit, let's get rid of this. Let's see what that does. Increases visual center range by 2. So here's a question for you. My visual range, I can see the enemies at the extent of it. Can they see me at the extent of it? So by increasing my range, does that give them more range as well, is the question. That's how it works in Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, which is why I ask. And let's see, the matter storage pod here, I think this works in the inventory, yeah, but you can't access it. So I'm not currently actually using it. I think I'm going to throw the heat sink on the ground too, maybe. And then grab hover unit. So now I've got 2 hover units. They have 6 support, whereas my legs currently have 10. Okay. These are all serfs. Let's check this terminal. I didn't actually check terminal, did I? No, they have their own vision range, not like DCSS. Cool. That's good to know. So far, I've had just a little bit of trouble telling if the enemy is alerted to my position or not. And I've been pretty safe to just assume that if I can see them, they can see me, and to just start running. Cymex says most bots see you at a range of 16. Yeah, so that my assumption is, you know, close enough to accurate, I guess. So record repair station, scantilizer, access points. I already know one level. So let's see, prototype ID bank could be interesting here at 60%. Visual processor is just good. Yeah, you're saying basically there's no downside to this is what I'm hearing. That I just should equip it. Let's see what prototype ID bank does. Maybe this will help me like know what the prototypes are on the ground when I come across them in the future. Failed, triggered the system alarm. So it looks like I can try again though. My chance of detection went up. I failed to 60%. Surely you can't fail it twice, right? Probabilities math. Failed again. Okay, so now primary interim node flashed, but this is just starting to go up. So if this says alert level, does that mean I can take the alert level down? Probably, right? Somebody want to answer that? I'm going to try this one more time at 60%. Got it? Advanced beam cannon, improvised EM shotgun. Cool. So if I happen to find those, they'll be identified. You can do one more. You can try one more time, people are saying. Okay. Because I'm at 73, I'm assuming that next time we're going to be in bad shape, basically. This is just for checking, and I assume you mean the alert levels, Simek? Okay, let's back out of that. Alert purge is for bringing it down. I thought I had seen that in the past, the purge mechanism. Huge storage unit. Whoops, no, we don't want to do that. I don't see any purpose of fighting serfs, I don't think, other than like looting them. Engineer, alarm trigger, dispatching investigation squad. I assume that's down to this point here at the terminal, and so if I get away from it, we should be okay, right? Here's a scavenger. I think he's worth killing too. Wheel, storage units. But I'm not going to fight at the moment because I think we want to run right now. Mercenary. Anything good in here? Heat sinks, ion engine, large matter pods. Hey, Elysium, welcome to the stream. It says, such a fun game. Yeah, I'm just getting into it. I saw your video yesterday. You published right after I did. So I like that you're drawing more people into the games like this. So keep doing what you're doing. The doctor says, you triggered an alarm. I didn't get to read your full message. Yeah, they're coming at me. So I guess we're going to go somewhere else, right? Ah, pests in front, mercenaries behind. The pests have been real pests, as their name would imply in the past few games here. So I still think they're probably worth fighting over mercenaries, but what I don't want is to be pinned between the two. They're flying. I guess I could go down in here and at least, you know, if I do get pinned down, I can fight one at a time rather than being pinned in a corridor. Pincered, rather. There, I see two of them. Yeah, they usually come in 3 and 4, right? Something like that. Elysium says games like this deserve all the attention they can get. I agree. I know traditional roguelikes are really popular with a small set of people like ourselves, but you know, it seems like more people should play them in general. I'm just always going to feel that way about great games. And this is one, to be fair, that I myself have not given too much of a chance. So here we go. Now, my DCSS gut feeling says to retreat into here. Given that these guys move at 270%, they're going to catch me. But I don't want to fight 3 mercs plus at least 3 of these pests. I think we could do it, but I'd rather not, right? Just a general tip, Herman says. You want to find a launcher on the first floor. Okay. I guess we're going to hide in here and fight these pests. What's my chance? 67 base hit. Ducking into the room is a good idea. Thanks, Cymac. I figured it would be. I just didn't want to get, you know, the whole floor pinning me in this room, right? But at least, like, I know from this angle we can fight just one unit at a time. High chance to hit, 72%. These guys all have flight units. So far, so good. Hitting swarmers up close is good since they're hard to hit from far away. I did get flanked. Was this not a wall? Was there a door there and I'm blind? Die you. Okay, we're doing good. We're not taking too much damage or anything. There's a large assault rifle, which I already have. Large ion engine, which I already have. So at least we can retreat down through here if we need to. Hey, there's some armored plating. I think that over the visual processing unit for the time being. Let's drop one of these engines. We certainly don't need that many. Armor plating, I'm still walking at 83, seems good. Yeah, so what's up with this door here? Emergency access, okay. So, secret door, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I couldn't see it, but they could. They popped in behind me. Enemies roll rat through hidden emergency exits. Yep, there you go. Info Mantis says, can fight from in a door to limit them all getting at you some. Yeah, the angle I chose there worked pretty well for me. I guess we're not going to pick up wings yet. Because these guys, they only carry 4 support. And, you know, I'm feeling fine right now, I think. So let's just go down this way. We're looking for a launcher. Oh, more pests. Okay. Whoops, I let them both in. That's a little unfortunate. My matter is staying pretty topped up, it seems, which is pretty good. I wasn't sure with the ballistic weapons like this if I'd need extra matter, you know, if it was going to be a problem. Seems so far so good. Okay, seismic detector. I believe this lets me sense bots coming as well, right? Up to a distance of 22. Swarmer flight units are usually pretty bad, but they are common. I assume you mean not pretty bad, Sherman. I could be wrong, but so far it seems like pretty easy. For factory flight, you want to collect prototype flight, mostly from haulers, improved flight units, and improved VTOL modules. Cool, okay. And the doctor saying seismic detector is excellent. Confirming that. Thank you. Pretty epic, but it takes some practice. Yeah, I don't know what it's going to look like, right? It's going to ping my map probably periodically. Let's turn it on and see. What do I give up? I don't want to give up my storage. I like carrying all the extra stuff. So I guess we're putting it in for armor plating for the time being. For better or worse. Interesting. So this is an unknown thing, but all these reactor type deals are making seismic disturbances as well. Okay, so I'm guessing here is an enemy. And I probably want to kill this watcher, right? It's 47% to hit. Pest over here. Okay, got him. Guess we'll retreat and hide. Sweet. Regular flight unit. Cool, so there's a stairway. Okay, this is just a, you know, factory unit of some kind, right? A heat thing. Some of these are nuclear reactors or whatever. I don't recognize them yet, but... So this looks like seismic activity from bots, but it could be green bots, I think, right? You can swap seismic and armor before fighting things. Good tip. Anything that helps you see more info on enemies and the rest of the floor is great in this game. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I didn't do the last attempt that I'd like to improve on this time, is just having more info, basically. The floor emits a surge of raw power. Why? Was that a trap of some kind, maybe? EMC suite. This hides me better, doesn't it? Let's read. Increases difficulty of long-distance tracking by hostile robots, causing them to lose your position twice as quickly outside line of sight. Also prevents alert increasing caused by OB10 pursuers losing track of you. Yeah, so I used this last game. It seemed to be really good. Again, I probably am just going to wait until I upgrade my utilities to put that on. 0% shock trap, pretty lucky. Cool, shock trap, okay. Yeah, so all the seismic movement so far has just been green guys. There's my mercs that were chasing me. Let's see. Can I go this way at all? No, so I have to go north through them, it looks like to me. Unless there's an emergency access over here, but I can't see it. Okay. How do I recenter here? There we go. Takes a lot of energy, though, Elysium says. The shock trap or the ECM? ECM's quite good for flight, yeah, because you can just get away, right? And they can't trace you, basically. Sherman up there saying that they can tell what kind of non-combat units are moving around because of the seismic activity. Is that due to like the depth of the color or something? If you have a mining laser or something, you could break the walls. Good point. I do not. So at the time being, it looks like I need to fight through these guys. They're coming towards me. I guess I could, outflank them more or less. Okay, let's get that armor plating on if they're going to chase me. We'll go seismic detector. We are getting flanked. Yeah, so I got myself into a corner. These are fusion modulators. I assume that they will explode. Yeah. So I don't want to fight around them too much. Yeah, treads are deeper signals and wheels are faint signals. Legs are somewhere in between. Okay, cool. Good to know. Chance to hit's 81. Hover and flight don't cause seismic signals. So yeah, so the pests will be basically invisible. That makes sense. Yeah, so we are pinned. I messed up there. Definitely messed up. Did not use my seismic ability well enough. Base hits 95 down here and only 89 up here. Due to consecutive shots, probably. Swapping seismic for armor is a great habit to have on your second run. %94 to hit. Got him. Got him. One shot. Past couple turns there. Can I hit him? 94. Sweet. Okay, pretty good. Legs are taking some damage. We've got lasers. We got ion engines. Might as well throw down an ion engine. Attach a new one. Throw down a leg. Attach a new one. Cool. Okay, so that group of enemies down. We'll switch back to seismic detector. Emergency alert. Oh, energy alert. Sorry, I can't read. Okay, ion engine is off. There we go. Fix that problem. Should be good. Hey, there's a repair station. Do we want to use that? Let's find out what it's got. Sherman saying bots that have just moved are more evasive than ones that have been standing still. Okay. So it's not that consecutively firing at the same enemy gives me bonuses. It's just that he was standing there for longer. Well, let's scan component at 90%. What do we want to repair? I guess the leg, yeah. I've got another assault rifle. And I'm less attached to that, I think. So what's this going to cost me? Time 26. Rating 1. Okay. 77%. This seems fine. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. I'm still experimenting here, so if this is less than optimal. Refit. 45%. See, I wish I could get more details on this right now. Oh, just right click. Analyze build configuration and attach backup components to restore your vital functionality. Oh, so give me a new leg. So I've put the leg in there. It's repairing it, and I could get a refit leg in the meantime, basically. Okay. You can also right click to check the hacks to see what they do. Nice. Good tip. Legs also give you more evasion, less accuracy than usual when moving, so waiting a turn before shooting can be beneficial. I see. Because my accuracy goes up when I stand still too. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I'm not going to refit at that low chance. I see, and I've got a timer here, so we just scroll wheel. Nice. Whoops, wrong button there. But yeah, that's slick. I like that. So if we go back in, detection went up by 2%. So we could do another thing if we wanted, but obviously I'm not feeling like we need to. Refit backup propulsion is actually hover. Oh, does it refit from my own inventory then? Hey, there's mining lasers. Let's grab one of those, huh? In case we find a use for it. We already would have had one earlier. So I have multiple exits here. Let's find a terminal, maybe, that can tell me what those exits do. Ion engines. I have only base ion engines now. I think I was using a large one before, so that's worth keeping in mind. A fourth exit? I think this is a fourth exit. Threat detected. Where? Alarm trap? Okay. Field recycling units. What do these do? Activate a second time to begin automatically collecting parts at current location to recycle them into matter at a rate of 2 per turn. That's pretty cool. Improved light cannon. Ballistic cannon. Kinetic. What did you say I'm looking for? Or should be looking for? A launcher? So that ain't this. Sherman says refit is generally pretty niche, though some of the higher tier refit power supplies can be decent. The two exits here are mines and subcaves. You can always tell by the prefab. Mines is the one surrounded by machines and items. Subcaves is the one in the wall. Okay. The exit with the mining lasers is the mines. I would suggest it going there. Thank you for the tip. That makes sense. So these are improved aluminum legs, right? Support of 13, is that the improvement? Let's see, let's throw down these hover units, yeah? We're not doing that. We'll get the improved legs, which probably benefits us not at all quite yet, right? Actually, let's throw down the aluminum legs because we'll get all these. There. Improved legs all day. Oh, that was foolish. I knew that was going to hit me. I did that in the last game, and I knew that was going to happen. And I did it anyway. Big upgrades, Herman says. Cool. It's +3 support per leg, right? Is there anything else? Oh, the movement speed is actually faster as well by 10. Maybe integrity's more, I'm not sure, but cool. So yeah, I've made a foolish mistake here. If you examine two items after each other, you can see what the differences are. Okay, good to know. More ECM suites. How worried about this alarm trap should I be? I've got one coming around the corner, but I only see what I expect are green dudes. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not too scared just yet. Let's throw this down. Pick up the extra ECM, I think. We've got a long way to go before that becomes useful, if I'm understanding correctly. 25% chance of detection. Simek saying the cannons are a big upgrade. The LGT assault rifle is pretty bad. Okay, Hermelin saying one alarm trap is 1 to 3 grunts. And Sherman says it's probably 2 grunts, so the average 2 grunts being dispatched to investigate, not particularly threatening. So I should go back up, is what you're telling me, and grab those cannons. Purge threat, 50%. I'd probably try to get some more backup weapons, Elysium says. Okay, we will do that. I'm going to purge threat. Yeah? 50%. Nice. Alert level lowered. Everything is under control. A-okay. Neat. Okay, let's go back up here. Are these going to be bad guys? Yeah, one of them is. So we'll just give him time to clear out, maybe. There's a scout. He's on the other side of this thing. So he's going to run to that terminal, right? No? Okay. What if I block his door? Oh, he ran right past me. Okay, so he's going to go alert those guys. Let's look in the terminal real quick. Probably this is a bad idea and I should just get out of here, but... Recall reinforcements. Instructs a random active reinforcement squad to leave the floor. That would be useful, but at 30%, probably not going to do it. Recall investigation. So I've already reduced alert, so those don't seem useful. I know what the access point is that I want, so I think we'll just not do that. Flight unit and another terminal. Cymex says, yeah, in general, weapons are that one-shot certain enemies on a core hit are always good. 20 plus damage and materials is great. Sherman says, watchers don't do anything in particular after spotting you aside from alerting anything that happens to be nearby. So that was a non-event, basically. Prototype ID bank again. I could try that. Just get more prototypes in my bank. Beam cannon, ion engine. Seems good. What do these records do? Access this informational record. Additional record links may be available from within the data itself. Okay. Let's do garrison access. Heavy doorways serving as points of entry and exit from garrison corridor networks to ensure safe passage of response squads. Does this actually provide me with any meaningful information that like I would actually want to do this each game, or is this like one-off? Like I know there's an area called garrison. They're just lore. Okay. EM pulse gun. Ugh, pest. Well, I'm not running away from that, am I? Cool. So far, so good. Let's check this pulse gun. Ooh, item store down here too. We got 10 to 12. It's electromagnetic. So instead of damaging the enemy parts, it can just drop them and I can hack them basically, right? You can also do any hack you want on the terminal box, even if it isn't listed. Yeah, in the manual option. It's just that I don't know of any that are particularly useful. So if you've got a suggestion for what I should do, let me know and I'll give it a shot. Philosophy says they can provide gameplay advice sometimes, hints to stuff, etc. I would do them if you can spare a hack every once in a while. Did anyone mention yet that LGT stands for light and not large? Thank you, Info. That makes a lot more sense. And unlisted hacks are harder to pull off. Yeah, they come with like a 15% negative chance or something like that, right? So do I want this EM pulse gun? I mean, like it's better than my assault rifle in some sense, right? How much does this actually do? That's not what I wanted. 6 to 10 kinetic damage versus 10 to 12. So it's just more damage. It's a different type of damage, though, is the thing. And I'm not sure if I actually want it. What do we have over here? Shotguns? Ooh. Terrain scan processors. Improved hover units. Dude, shotguns? 9 to 12. Kinetic. Massive 3. I assume it's got spread. Oh yeah, projectiles times 2. Okay. What's this thing? Increases terrain scanning density by 75. Requires data from a terrain scanner, which I do not have. And then we got the improved hover unit, which supports 7 and has 60 time to move. That seems all right. Sherman says they're okay. The EM gun, I assume you mean. Herman says stay away from EM for now, I would say. Complicated damage type. Okay. Do I want these hover units? They've got 6 less support each than my current legs. Tell you what, I'll throw that down. I'll just take your advice. I'll throw that on ground. What else do we want to get rid of? Probably one of these ECM suites is fine to get rid of. Let's have a look at these hover units. So I am currently hovering at 86%, which is essentially the same as the legs. Okay, so the legs give more coverage, I'm seeing here. Those are all the same, whatever that is. I don't know. What do we think on this? Is it better just to carry extra weapons, though? Like, those are 9 to 12. This is 6 to 10. So this is just a strict upgrade, right? Over the rifles. Let's do it. We're a shotgunner now. Hover is probably the most complex prop to play, in my opinion. Legs are more hit points, basically, even if they are a bit slower. So you're telling me don't do hover units. Both of these are improved versions, so I think what I'm going to do is stock up on shotguns at the moment. Oh, here's a terminal. Let's go check it. I know I got to go back up there for the cannon as well. We'll go back that way. All right, disarm traps 55, locate traps 70. That's probably just as good, actually. Zone layout, I don't need anymore. Let's locate traps. Map updated, 6 CMP traps. Nice. Zone layout 60%, let's try it. Near success, encountered trap node. Try again. Failed decoy data trail, near success, try again. Okay, so what's the play here? I've tried 3 times and failed 60%. Do I keep going until this thing starts ticking up? Follow your heart, says philosophy. Yeah. I'm somewhere in between. On one hand, follow my heart, and on the other hand, would like to win in the near future. So somehow we have to find a meaningful middle ground there. Dr. Hermlin says the early hover units are deceptively bad. Okay. Hermlin, he also says carry 2 to 4 backup weapons. Okay. I'm going to try one more time on this. It just keeps failing, so I'm going to move on. If somebody wants to answer if I should just keep trying when that happens, or like, is there downside to that? I don't know. Wheel targeting computer, what's that do? Increases non-melee weapon accuracy by 5%. And it stacks. Well, if I could get a few of those, that would be pretty nice. What do we do? Drop a leg? Keep one leg spare, maybe? I think that's the idea. You're not angry, are you? No, you're just in my way. Okay, so these light cannons are what you're telling me to pick up. Oh yeah, wow, way better damage, aren't they? I see, that's how you compare, okay. So this has an extra projectile. So it's effectively the same in that sense, right? Because you're doubling up your damage. But I'm losing 12 range on that, which is huge. Has less integrity and coverage. 1 less mass. Okay, well, you say these are better. I take your word on it. They look better. They have better range. And I'm happy about all of that. So we're just going to try it. You can keep trying until you get traced. So I could have just kept going there, basically. No particular downside to failing hacks if you stop before 100% traced. Okay. Cymek says, when inspecting propulsion, look out for their integrity and coverage. The improved hover units have 35-55, meaning they die extremely quickly. Okay, so they're fragile, more fragile than legs. That makes sense. The cannons will need more matter to shoot, so maybe look for a matter pod. Yeah, so I've got one, this one, and it's almost full. Yeah, and I'm actually running low on matter here too, aren't I? So it actually says it takes 4 matter per shot. Okay, what's the shotgun take? The same. So in that case, let's throw down shotguns. We'll grab all these lasers. Okay, I see a alarm trap up there. But yeah, in general, we're going back. Here's another large matter pod. Should I grab that? Maybe not. I've got one. Let's carry on. These guys are kind of annoying when they get in the way. Is there a reason they're in my way? We'll attempt to kick. Confirm direction. Okay. Ooh. Oh, that's the exit in the wall that you were saying. So that goes to the subterranean caves. This one goes to the mining area. Okay, we're going to move on. I looked pretty much everywhere there. Did not find a launcher, I don't think. Unless cannons count as launchers. If they do, clarify me. But we definitely have a damage upgrade here. You can kill green bots for matter. Scavengers always have a lot. Okay. We're getting close to half our matter, so it might be worth doing soon. Typically, 1 matter pod is fine unless you're doing something niche. Yeah, the real issue here is that I need to upgrade my system so that I have more utility slots, I think. Okay, so these are all green guys. Got some movement down here. Light movement over here. Something is scanning the area, it's telling me. Launcher refers to something with an area effect explosion. Okay, that's what I assumed you mean. Like a grenade launcher type deal. I have seen them being used in videos and whatnot, other people's videos, and obviously look really dangerous, but also really good. So I'll keep my eyes peeled. There's an exit if we need it. So if I look at my map here, we basically know we're in the mines, but it doesn't read that. So my understanding is from last game that I cleared the mines, I went to another place here, and then from there went up to factory. And it's at that point that I evolved and got more HP and slots. Is there any way to make that faster? Like I got 10 points all at once rather than getting like a trickle each stairway up. So if I'd gone the regular stairway up, I guess this is my question. If I'd gone the regular stairway rather than going into a side branch, would I get points right away? And is that ever worth doing? Something is scanning the area means a certain branch is on this floor. Okay. You can evolve whenever you enter a main complex map. Gotcha. You went to an extremely long and hard branch. Good to know. Good to know. Just don't take the mega shortcut, basically. I think I did last time. Did you watch my last video? Somebody told me in the comments after the fact that I stumbled upon a really big shortcut and then didn't take advantage of it. Which makes complete sense. A derelict from the shadows. What are you doing alone down here? I don't know. I don't want to be alone. I'm pretty sure this is the same thing I did last time. This guy's going to help me find an exit, which goes to that shortcut, right? You probably went from sub-caves to recycling in order to skip very far ahead. I made it to, what, -5 or -4, I think, on the location. And only went through like 2 main areas, right? The starting one and then 1 factory level, and that was it. I just skipped everything else. Yeah, that was you, says Run Avalon. Yeah. So I still don't know exactly how to take advantage of those places, but I feel like we're going that way again, maybe. I have a funny feeling things are about to get a lot worse around here. See you around. He slips back into the shadows. Oh. I guess I don't want to stick around this area then, right? I'm going to take that as a hint. Okay, I'd kind of like to kill this guy, I think. He's got a small storage unit. He's a scavenger, so he may have other loot, I believe. Let's stand still one turn, and then let's try out our new guns. Boom! Blew him up. One shot. Nice. 45 matter. Looking good. Light ion engine. So this ion engine is better than that one. Now I understand. Tractor beam automatically collects matter within a range of 6. Doesn't feel particularly useful, I don't think. From -10, Runia is fine. Okay, gotcha. Drac got the Scrap Town shortcut spawn. Yeah. I basically still don't know what that means, but it seemed like there were a lot of friendlies there and like free loot and stuff. So looked cool. From -10 to -4 is the most horrible thing that can happen to a newbie. Well, I did die shortly after that, so can confirm, I guess. Especially if you don't take advantage of anything, right? Which I apparently did not. It would have been a -10 materials to -10 subcaves to -7 recycling to -5 factory. I went to six total zones. So I went 1, 2 extra, right? And then factory 4, and then 1, 2, and that's where I died. So like in counting this one, it'd be 6 total. Is that what you mean? Another exit. I haven't found a single terminal yet to know like what these exits are. Hello. Friendlies. Oh, I swear somebody was shooting at me. We've been keeping our eye on you, they say. Didn't get a chance to read any more of that. Okay, there is a defender. So they like spawned here when I opened this door, right? This guy's large, sentry rather. Move slowly. Lots of oh, okay. Ion engine, light treads. So he's defensive, armor plating, etc. What do we have in here? Beam rifle, improved ion engine, targeting computer, power shielding. Hey, there we go. Grenade launcher. That's what we want, right? So the question here is, do I just step back and let these guys fight it for me? That seems like the smart thing. Yeah, those guys spawn in to attack this cache. Nice. So I'm going to step back and let them do the thing, yeah? That one that opened up with an animation is a special branch exit. The other exits always lead to -9 materials. So what do I want to do? What would you suggest in terms of like safest route for a new player? My inclination, of course, is to take that special exit, but I expect that's probably more challenging, right? Or has something that I may not be able to engage with without like having prior knowledge or something. Let me know. I also see here, yeah, for future reference, if there is a green question mark on an NPC, it means they have new lore, or you can gain benefits by talking to them. Cool. Go to the special exit. Going into that exit, which is exiles, is probably good. The branch is great great for newbies, to be honest. Special exit 100%. So everybody is unanimous. To be clear, that was the one down here, right? At the bottom. Special exit, very good. Okay. Special exit confirmed. World map updated. I'm in -9 mines. We knew that. Large armor plating. I've already got one. Let's grab the matter. Let's grab the launcher. What are we throwing down? One of the ion engines, I think, because I've got an improved ion engine here somewhere. Yeah. What's power shielding do? Absorbs 33% of the damage that would otherwise affect power sources, negates extra effects on critical strikes against power sources, prevents chain reactions due to EMP damage, cannot protect against overflow damage. That does seem good. I'm just not sure how good. So I've got probably too many light cannons. especially if we're switching over to a grenade launcher situation right now. Okay, so this is comparing the new ion, or the old ion engine is worse by, well, it's lighter, has less integrity, less supply, less storage. Okay. Just look at a baseline, make sure I read that right. Yeah, so it's got more supply than this one has. Cool, we're full up on matter. Yeah, the bottom exit is a special one. A launcher, hooray. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So let's check out our launcher here. Radius of 4. Damage goes up to 48. So that's like doubling what I currently have. You usually ignore power shielding. Other shielding types are better, says Cymac. Thank you. Range of only 10. So we got to be careful with this, right? The radius is 4. The range is 10, which means I'm usually going to be pretty close to it. Takes 10 matter. So I just want to swap this in for the cannons at this point, yeah? Take a cannon off. Oh, I dropped it. Well, I've got 2 other cannons, so. Am I right in thinking that I only want this one equipped and that the other one wouldn't really do much for me? Cymex says, all mostly situational, great when the time is right. Okay, so here's the problem. When I get in melee, right? That's why I want the cannon. So we can flip that on, shut off the grenade launcher, and shoot that guy. And then we'll switch back. Is that kind of how I want to play that? It seems about right. Launchers are usually situational, like that. Since they can cause some collateral damage, yeah. I think I get it. I mean, I know what it's like to stand next to a grenade launcher in other games, so I'm pretty sure we know what we're doing here in that regard. Sensor array enables robot scanning up to a distance of 14 once per turn. Takes only 1 energy. This seems really good, right? Is this passive? It'd be nice if that were passive. Let's switch that in for the seismic detector and see what happens. Play around with it for a bit. Where did it go? Acquired sensor array. Oh, there it is. What's this? Red question mark. Oh, that's the sensor array. Okay. But they're just red question marks. Let's try our launcher, shall we? So that gives me the radius, or the range, rather. So if I fire like right here, it won't hit me, right? No. How do I fire to a location like that? Uh-huh, got it. Neat. That guy's friendly. Go grab the matter. Cool. Okay, let's get out of here, yeah? I mean, I haven't explored very much of this, but this guy needs to get out of my way. Kick. Yeah, okay. Kick him in the other direction, yeah? He just keeps going that way. You want to save launchers for groups. Breaking up walls and blowing up machines. Oh, using it in general, you're saying, is extra alert. Okay. Sensor arrays interact with signal interpreters to give you a better intel instead of question marks. Signal interpreters. I do not have any of those yet, but I'll keep an eye out for it. So you're telling me I want to use my light cannon most of the time. You can probably fully explore mines. There isn't much threatening here. Doesn't seem like it, does there? Let's see. So it looks like I have explored all of that up there. So I've just got this area over here. There's a trooper, 67% to hit. It's walking, it's medium size, so I can kick it. Light nuclear core, that would be nice to pick up, wouldn't it? Regular exit. He's with a merc, though. The Deadly Mines event is an infestation. Otherwise, it's mostly safe. Okay. Runia says, also be careful about walking through dug-out tiles you opened up with explosive damage. They're naturally unstable and can cave in on you. That's good to know. 73%. Nah, can't quite do it. I really just want this guy's power core is what I'm doing. %85 chance to hit. Can I still miss? Come on, dude. Core integrity is 10. This is more shots than I wanted to fire. Did I get him? Or did he just run away? And I broke his core? Okay, so that wasn't worth doing. Could have been, though, I guess. All right, that seems like pretty close to a full explorer, I think. Engineer laying concrete. So he rebuilt that wall, didn't he? Very cool. Runia says, as opposed to digging with any other type of damage. So blowing it up makes it unstable, but you can mine it, and it's safe. That makes sense. The immortal grunt is a common occurrence. Great. Also, be careful about walking through dugout tiles. Oh, you already said that. Yeah, I read that. Okay, here we go. Into exiles, right? So in general, what are we looking for here? Fission core. Rigged nuclear fission core. Why is it rigged? What does this mean? I mean, I know what rigged means. That suggests to me that I don't want to pick it up. I'm also worried about getting close to it, actually. Do I need to be? This way is just an exit. There are friends here. What's with the rigged devices, though? Oh, you look. Interesting. The exiles will probably want to check you out. I've got my sensors on you. Keep your grabby things to yourself, though. So don't steal stuff, is what it's saying. That's why those are marked that way, probably. I assure you this isn't what it looks like. We're just trying to learn more about the assembled. X-Hex. I've got to get back to poking and prodding the nasty little guys. Go see Ben. I can't imagine you want to stay in our boring little cave for long, and we could use some help with the project and back. Okay. What we got here? That's the assembled. Okay, that guy's watching over them, taking care of them, doing his thing, whatever. Maybe he's a researcher. Don't know. What's this? X message board. I see we have a visitor. One wrong move in here, and I will invert your atomic chain. Please don't. Talk to everybody, Hermelin says. They are rigged for bad guys. Yeah, I figured, right? Thieves that come lurking. I'm not one of them. Don't blow me up. 8R on is a very beefy combat bot. Is that somebody I can recruit, maybe? Whoops, how do I talk to him? Or did I already do that? Okay, these are all workers, it looks like to me. Working in some kind of computer system. You can ally with these guys if you want. I mean, yes, please. I don't know how to do that, but if I can figure it out. Okay, this is an open system message board. 100% everything. Let's read one. To all testers, stay away from Zion. Imprinter means us harm and is serious about it. Anyone passing by a warlord outpost, feel free to stop in for assistance. Okay, so these guys are allied with the warlord, which I think has something to do with one of the endings. They lose outposts like a wild derelict loses bolts, but one of the latest major bases seems to be about -4 or -5, somewhere out beyond the upper caves. Okay. Farcom is fully operational. I strongly recommend anyone spending a while in OB10. Bring alongside sensors with decent range to avoid running into patrols. That's a good tip. Signal interpreter is optional since I know you're all smart enough to figure out what most of the blips are by watching their behavior for a short while. So these are just, that's a tip, right? How the sensors work. They're being hunted by something in the mines. I lent the quad micro nuker to 99 TNT for a favor, so I'm not sure we'll ever get that back. Oops. Sounds like a cool weapon. Explosive. Zion bad, warlord good. Checks out. Yeah, I mean, I would have guessed the opposite, right? So I am willing to bet that if you go talk to Zion, they'll say the opposite. Lore time, says Runia. If you bump into people with green question marks, you can talk to them. Okay. They don't give you allies, but something else very nice. More like a hollow myth. Database looks like a mine. Oh, recorded a lone knight exploring the mines not too long ago. If anyone sees one of Warlord's units down here, tell them to swing by our lab real quick. We need to have a talk with them about steering clear of our depth to avoid stirring up trouble. Hex. So that makes it sound like the Warlords are like an allied clan, not the same. If you spot any Unchained, don't even stop to analyze the situation. Just run in the opposite direction. There haven't been any sightings for a while, but stay on your gyros. Deck needs 7-point singularity launchers, and won't tell me why. Can somebody fill me in on this? Ooh, a mystery, says Ben. That's the guy we're trying to find. So this is like just communications back and forth. Trip up to the graveyard and see what that place is like now. After all this time, it could be filled with so many interesting things to dissect. Okay, so keep our eyes out for a graveyard. It's called an adventure. If anything, the journey itself is the benefit. We'd be safe. I could bring my prototypes. Okay, so these guys make prototypes, and I've got some prototype information, so that could be useful. I hear a group of curious Zionites actually slipped into the deep caves and made it back to Zion, only to mysteriously disappear almost immediately after. What is going on up there? The merchants threatened to send a debt collector if we don't pay up for the last shipment. Did someone not pay them in full, or are we getting their bad side for some reason? Can't trust data miner. Someone repaired the mine's activity scanner. Who left my assembled plushie in the analyzer again? I'm not erasing this message until I get an answer, says Ben. Okay. Good little lore dump there. There's a bunch of different factions, apparently, which interact with each other in various ways. These guys apparently work with the Warlord faction, and they're on -4 or -5. Large batteries. Increases energy storage capacity by 200. Works in inventory, but cannot be accessed until it's attached. I do not currently foresee a use for large batteries. I mean, I'm not charging a ton right now, but I don't know. Is it worth carrying one? I don't really want to get rid of any of this stuff right now. I think I'm just going to pass. Oh, they did tell me don't steal anything, right? So I don't want to steal these either. Let's keep looking. There's an exit. Where did I not explore? Here we go, Ben. Hello, random bot who has stumbled into my lab. I just know you want to hear everything about this amazing project I'd rather not be working on. I do. Tell me all about it. Please do it. The fastest we get more data and tweak this thing to perfection, the faster I can get back to my space lab designs. So I'll interact with this terminal, I guess. So these are all records. Potential leg. Let's look. Why are legs so slow? OB10 legs. Clearly legs can be designed for scary speed if we want them to be. I see great potential in new approaches to legs. Deck. Overloadable legs. Such genius. They'll never see us coming. Hex. Who is they? The enemy, obviously. Longsword, Flying Fortress. Oh, I clicked Chrono Well. Might be capable of disappearing into the ether. Ooh. Okay. I'm into stealth. That's cool. Flying Fortress. Move in. Hop over something unimportant to the front lines. Strike at the heart of the enemy. Okay. Deploy a sentry. This is also up my alley, right? Deploy sentry guns. They're great for situations where you're just too busy to shoot the enemy. To be honest, I think V2 needs to be undeployable. Okay. Army in a box. So if I can like get allies, I would take it, but also moving quickly seems really good. Obviously. Ben says, I'm no general, but if I were, I definitely want an army to surprise me. Because if I'm surprised, imagine what the enemy thinks. Who needs tactics when you have the element of surprise on your side? Okay. So he's got a bunch of prototype items. That's Dex Terminal, and this is X Vault Access. Is that what we want? Only manual commands here. Cymex says you can read through the skipped part in your log with F4. Did I miss something important? That's a nice tip. I didn't know how to open my log, so thank you for that. Oh, I see. So Ben told me a bunch of stuff and it skipped a bunch of it, right? So we've got this neat system which basically allows us to track combat bots moving through complex OB10 in real time when combined with local relay data. We extract data from their central systems and transmit it to you or anyone else we have a beat on. And you process that locally together with our algorithms to determine their precise locations. Seems good. Pretty reliable so far. Once we've tweaked it to perfection, it'll be much safer. Okay, want in on the action? Just step right into the Farcom aligner and I'll do the rest. Now, I'll admit there could be side effects, but if you're willing to participate in the trials, you can have one of our prototypes. How's that for a sweet deal? Please do it. The faster way. Okay, that's what I read. So I just need to find the Farcom aligner. Because yes, I will absolutely take that. Looks like all these guys are working on different prototypes and research and things like that. Was this the... No, this is the message board. Where is the Farcom aligner? Why did I not see it? Is this it? No, this isn't it. I mean, it's got to be up here, right? Oh, is this it? Got it. Oh, Sherman coming in and telling me it's a little nook above the bin. Yep. Figured it out. Just took me a sec. You got to step into the machine. Okay. All done. Way to be a champ. Here's the access code as promised. Hopefully I don't have to remember this. Says, only take one, mind you, and sorry we don't have much left to pick from. A bunch of our other prototypes were already given to the derelicts, out handling other tasks for us. I haven't taken inventory for a while, and I'm not sure what's in there now, but if there are more than one of the same prototype, you can choose to take all of those and it just counts towards your one. Access code to what? He's talking like there's a storage system somewhere or a storage bin somewhere. Codes are automatically remembered. The game doesn't tell you at all what it looks like for some reason. Yeah. Only take one. One what? This, I assume? Like, what is that code for? I haven't taken inventory for a while. I'm not sure what's in there. Oh, the X vault. Right. Which was up here, right? Connection established. Manual command. Okay. Vault control. Here's the code. We'll put that in. Ooh, okay. Prototype energy cannon. Prototype device. Prototype ballistic gun. What is the device? We don't know this one, but we do know these other ones, huh? X prototype database. Let's check that. Prototype ID catalog. Nice. Oh, really nice. Lots and lots of prototype IDs here. There's that deploy a sentry. Cool. So if we find their prototypes out and about, it's a skeleton box? Oh my God. What does that do? Oh, it doesn't summon skeletons, of course. Automatically hacks visible door terminals with a range of 10. Requires being within the range for 10 turns. It's a skeleton key. Neat. Extra large autogun array. It's heavy. 20 range. 4 projectiles at 20 to 28. Seems good. Will not hold up well against lots of wear and tear. So, I mean, this number is big, the integrity, but they're saying it doesn't hold up. It's a lot bigger than other things. It should summon skeletons, to be honest. It'd be nice. The skeleton box. It's more like a skeleton key box, right? So this is a weapon slot times 2. The fire pulse. Good name. Energy cannon. 10 to 25 times 4. Thermal type. So this thing's going to get very hot. Skeleton box is worthless, Cymex says. Thank you for letting me know that. Because, like, those doors it's talking about, I don't know what that is, right? So I don't know if that good or not. Pretty stacked exiles. Wow, Firepult and XLAA. XLAA is an amazing gun capable of clearing the in-game. Are you serious? This thing, right? So get this one then, is what you're telling me. I worry about Firepults because I don't really know how to manage heat transfer right now. I know you need a bunch of heat sinks and all that stuff, but like, it seems cool. It doesn't look like it's AoE, but it does have 4 projectiles, so that could be spread based. What do we think, chat? Take a little mini vote. Which one? We're going to take a weapon. What do you guys think? Sherman says skeleton box is not totally worthless, but it is the worst one here by a very long shot. Good to know. So we'll go one of the guns. Hermelin says Firepult is the best weapon in the game. Okay. It does do splash damage. Check the arc stat. Uh-huh. Gotcha. I wish I could, like, click on the... Oh, you can't click on it. Okay. 3 times now this game, I think I already said it. I wish I could just get more information, and there it is. Which is very good. That's what you want in a game like this. More information. Total angle within which projectiles are randomly distributed around the target. Spreading them out along an arc of a circle centered on the shot origin. Improving targeting has no effect on the spread, which is always centered around the line of fire. So an arc of 20 with 4 projectiles. Cool. Does this one have arc? No. It does have 4 shots. It's just an autogun, right? Machine gun, basically a heavy gun. But this takes 2 weapon slots. Firepult needs a specific setup. XLAA is easier to use. That was kind of my gut feeling as well, right? With the heat sink issue. Whereas the doctor is saying Firepult is easy to use, just get some cooling. I have seen quite a lot of cooling laying around, right? Rumia says, no, but it has a beastly negative 100 delay. Is that right? This one. Delay means it is a modifier to the time it takes to fire the weapon. Some weapons are inherently faster or slower to fire. 100 out of what? 100? Is this like free to fire? If it's not free, what you're saying is you can fire it like very often per turn, or like shots per turn is really high, basically. Cymex says basic heat sinks are not going to cut it. You can't go wrong with either of these two, honestly. Okay. I mean, I'm torn, right? Because this one seems cooler. The fire bolt, obviously, seems cooler. 200 is the base firing time, so it cuts your timing in half. That's cool. This being more of a shotgun thing turns me off a little bit. So I think we're just going to go with the autogun array. It's simpler to use. You know, I am a new player at this. It sounds like it doesn't require any other items to find, right? I'm going to need some good heat sinks, you're telling me, which takes up slots. I haven't found any yet, so I can't use it right now. This I can pop on right now. It does make more heat than my current weapons by double. It uses 15 matter per shot. Boy, that's a bunch of matter. Okay, that's what we're going to do, though. Firepole is a long-range squad deleter. XLAA is awesome single-target damage. So based on that, I mean, my gut is saying I have a grenade launcher if I need AoE, and at this point in the game, that's going to carry me like through the next section if I need AoE. Whereas this thing is just always good at single target, and the trouble I'm having right now is single targets with high defenses. So just a bit of a warning, Exiles are a bit deranged and so are their prototypes. So you're telling me there's some kind of downside to this probably. It says it will not likely hold up well against lots of wear and tear. So it's not going to last till the end game, is what you're telling me, I think. Just know you'll have to take 2 more weapon slots to use this thing. Do you? Oh, weapon slots times 4. Versus the 2 required here. Gotcha. But I do get more weapon slots soon. We're currently here, so as soon as we go up to the next level, right? Or at least up to here, we get more weapon slots. Let's just do it. What am I dropping? We definitely want the matter pod at this point, because we're going to need it. Boy, I don't want to drop any of this stuff. I just need more slots. I guess I'm going to drop mining laser. I didn't find a use for it in the mines. Oh, you need 4 inventory capacity as well. Brutal. Okay. I guess we're going heavy gunning. So I'm going to get rid of some of the sneaky stuff. I like the sensor array, seismic detector. Maybe I switch it. Get rid of sensor array, keep visual processing unit. Firepole kind of gets progressively hotter. I expected it would. It builds up over time, right? There are some storage units in Exiles. You can take them despite what they are suggesting. Okay. So we'll throw down the other light cannon as well. Now we got this. Let's go find those storage units. Whoops, what did he say? Oh yes, I suggest you stay away from the OB10 research branches since the far comm signals could be picked up there. But you're welcome to try if you really want to. So he's telling me that their signals from here are going to make me easier to detect in research. I expect. If we have to leave here due to unforeseen circumstances, don't worry, the Farcom system will continue to maintain contact via our distributed network. Cool. Whoops, I keep clicking off of text boxes here. Don't even think about spreading that code around. We're going to change it right after you leave. Most certainly not to something like 1234, which I did last time as a little joke, and some thief managed to sneak in here and steal a few of Hex's prototypes. Okay, so the loot chambers were over here somewhere. Small matter pods, small storage units. Do I actually want these? I currently have a medium. And I have a high capacity matter pod here. What are these guys? Transporters? Okay, I think I'm going to leave now. Do all the exits lead to the same place? Because there's two. Don't get too attached. These weapons are super awesome, but they aren't gonna last forever. I think that's kind of the name of the game though, right? That's what I'm learning is don't get attached to anything because nothing lasts for very long. Receiving Farcom transmissions. Data saved. Look at this. This is more than my sensor array. Is this what Farcom's providing for me, maybe? That's really good if it is. I can't check what these guys do, though, by right-clicking. But they're obviously things that I do not want to run into. Any exit is fine. They all lead to the same place. Cool. So where are we on the map? I didn't get to upgrade. We've gone back to depth -9. Right. You have perfect sensors for free now. That's a pretty good upgrade, gotta say. So let's take it slow and try not to get jumped, I guess. Currently using a cannon, got grenade launcher on backup. There's an exit. So we're still at -9. It's probably worth looking around, seeing what we can find. He's got a structural scanner, terrain scanner, scan processor. Could be useful, but yay indeed, Doctor. Thanks for all the help there, guys. Figuring out where to go, what to do. So this looks like they're sitting in a garrison or something, maybe. But there's no other place to go. So like if I want to explore here, I'm going to have to fight. Maybe, maybe not. It's a little hard to tell actually if my vision goes, how far my vision goes versus how far my sensors go. So that's the sensor loop. And my vision looks like it might end here-ish. Okay, so those guys have gone that way. There's another exit. Okay, can I find a terminal, please? Material zone layouts ×2. Okay. Unclear what that did for me. Farcom is 18, vision is 16, so it nearly overlaps. You can press V to highlight your line of sight. Hey, that's useful, thank you. Scrap. Ripper sounds like a melee weapon. Slashing type, 27 to 44. Little slow. Dude, is this thing really good? I had a really good melee weapon run last time. I was pretty happy with it. I'm going to throw this down. I don't need those sensors. We're going to pick this up. More scrap. Hello, you. Derelict from the shadows. Some of my friends down here think you need a mining laser when you travel the depths. I had one. I threw it on the ground. They are crazy. I agree. Just use a grenade launcher, right? Hey, particle cannon. Energy cannon. Thermal. Takes energy but not matter. 20 to 21. I guess I don't want that. Yeah, that's fine. Slips back into the shadows. Let's see what he said. Need to get around a swarm? Done. Need a big hole in the wall? Done. Oh, no. Yeah, he's saying the same thing I just said. Everybody knows a good old rocket launcher goes a long way. Indeed. Need a small hole in the wall? Leave that to the mining laser wimps, I say. Would you like a rocket launcher? I know I would if I were you, so I'm going to lend you mine. Oh, yeah. A second rocket launcher? Or, yeah, it's a rocket launcher compared to a grenade launcher. So it's a little bit more damage, more targeting, direct modifier to the accuracy calculation. Some weapons are inherently easier or more difficult to target with. Okay. It has more range, the rocket launcher does. Less integrity, more mass. Melee can be pretty swingy, no pun intended. Thanks, Runia. Machines lower your vision. Machines lower your vision range when peering through them. Useful for dodging enemies sometimes. Okay. Yeah, what a nice guy. Drop the rocket launcher on me. Do I want to try it? Do I want to use that? Certainly I want to take it with me, right? Rocket launchers are bigger explosions. Grenade launchers are more accurate. How much was the damage? 25 to 57, radius of 4. So it is slightly higher. And bit better range too, right? Yeah, 4 extra range. I'm going to pop it on. We'll see. We'll play around. I like to experiment. These movements look like green guys, probably. Elysium says, where would you rank Cogmind in terms of barrier to entry compared to other roguelikes you've played so far? Good question. Upsides, I would say I'm really enjoying that you can just right click on anything and you get more information on it. And if you're inside an item doing that, you can left click to get more information on the stat, which I didn't know my first playthrough. So you've got to like figure that out. But any game that has more information available like that, plus you've got this manual here, which I haven't dug through, but I assume this is extremely good. It looks in depth. It's written by the dev. So like if it had a search function is the only thing I'd say would make it even better, but it seems like really good to get into in that sense. So I've got to rank it pretty highly, to be honest with you. I've had to go to the wiki to kind of figure out what I'm trying to do in general, or like what the point is, and to figure out like how do you actually win this game. And turns out there are a bunch of ways. So like that part is a little more obscure, which I think is totally fine, right? The main thing you want to be clear to new players is all the stuff I just mentioned, being able to investigate, having all the information available. You have percent chance to hit, which is really useful. Stuff like that, right? I can right click this guy, see what he's got, see what his armament is. I can actually click on this, see what his damage is. So all of this is just peak information value, which is something that like in Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, I highly rate that as well because you can see exactly how much damage you're likely to take in the next turn and prepare for it, right? And so that like perfect information environment is something I value very highly. And Cogmind appears to have it. So, where would I rank this relative to others? I don't know. All I can say is extremely high, like at the top, right? Definitely at the top. Runia says manual is also found in your game directory and you can search through it in the text editor. Good to know. You can also replace the text in it with the entire B movie script. Well, if you ever want to do that, there you go. Now I know how to do it. Good advice. Just flowing over here in chat. I love it, guys. Thanks. Treads, aluminum leg. Don't want that. We're full on matter. I think these are just green guys moving around. So far, sensor array seems pretty easy to interpret, which I appreciate. Where haven't we gone here? Done up there. Yeah, so I have not found a single terminal, but I have exits. And I'm basically done with everything else. So the question is, which exit do I pick? And does it matter? Probably not, right? Okay, enemies down here. I know there's enemies around that exit and not around this exit. The real question is, do I want to fight these guys? And my answer, I think, is just generally going to be no. I think I'm more or less playing the avoid enemies game in Cogmind, which is very different from how I usually play these type of games, right? Usually I'm a go get it, fight the good fight kind of guy rather than stealth, but you know. Simek says, when learning how to play DCSS, I visited the wiki to look up the order I'm supposed to do branches in order not to die. True, so did I. Cogmind doesn't really require something like that. Yes and no, right? Like I did a whole video on DCSS branch order trying to tell you like why you might pick one branch over another, which I think Cogmind has too, right? Knowing which branch to go into when, what you're looking for in those branches. And so in some sense, they're very, very similar actually. Yes, you can just keep climbing stairs and it kind of doesn't matter, but you know, when I get to the exiles, what do? You know, you got to figure it out. And do I always want to go there versus somewhere else? Like those kind of questions. I think Cogmind has that too. So it's similar to DCSS in that sense. The doctor says you get nothing from fighting those dudes. That was my gut too, unless they have loot in there, which who cares? That's random chance, right? In general, you want to choose the fights. There's no XP to get. Yep. That's where my thinking's at. Hey, evolutions. Okay, so we know we need 2 weapon slots. Now, if I do this, I lose my grenade launcher. So if I get 5, for example, I could have a grenade launcher in the off slot in case I wanted it, which would make for a nice AoE versus single target type build. I like that idea, but mainly I want more utility. So how do I not just take more utility here? And then come back to weapons later, probably. I think that's the play. Here we go. We're now on -8. Receiving transmissions. We got a control system. Enables responsive movement to avoid direct attacks. 8% to dodge on legs, hovering, or flying. Okay, same chance to evade triggered traps. +1 to effective momentum for melee attacks and ramming. Cool. What's my base chance to dodge on legs? There's obviously some, right? Each active life slots provides a 20% chance to kick. Moving confers running, increases evasion, but decreases ranged accuracy, each by 5% per level of momentum up to 3. Okay. I haven't noticed a momentum tracker of any kind. But that's good to know. So you can get up to 15% dodge per leg, basically, and this gives 8% more, I think is how that works. Prop is also important to carry more guns. Propulsion, yeah, so you can carry more, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is pop this on. Large parts can be reassigned but not swapped, okay? Drop these on the ground, put that in there, pick these back up. We are now slow. We are now running, but we're running at 52%, so I'm seeing immediately what you mean by that. You can hold backslash to see detailed evasion information if I remember correctly. Backslash. Theoretical avoidance rate, 40%. That's pretty good. +5 while running. I'm overweight. Okay. 40% is pretty good. Yeah, 50% movement speed is real bad though. So gotta figure something out for that. For some silly reason, momentum is only shown in the tactical HUD option, says Runia. Yeah, you gotta pull that up, but now I know how to do that, so that's nice. Cymex says tactical HUD is very good in general. If you are familiar with roguelikes and looking at numbers, you probably want to turn it on. We are now terminating this map with XLAA. Yes, but moving at half speed. So how do I turn that on? Because I have to hold it. You're saying there's a way to turn on tactical HUD permanently? If there is, let me know. Because I do not notice a way yet. Oh, you can just hover this as well, right? You can just hover evasion, does the same thing. Tactical HUD is an option in the settings menu. Options? Let's just see what it looks like if nothing else. Tactical HUD. More detailed in tactical mode. Speed-related variables shown in real time. That seems good. Real-time unit costs. Energy and heat change prediction shown for both stationary and mobile circumstances. Okay. Item display rating as part of their respective map labels and more. For advanced players. What does this say? Having swapped a part in your inventory to attach the ion engine, a dashed marker appears on the left. Uh-huh. Okay. So what did we get? It doesn't appear anything changed. The basic HUD just hides useful info. Honestly, tactical HUD should be the default. Am I wrong to say that nothing changed? What did I miss? This didn't stay open, for example. It does say 40% avoidance, though. Okay, well, I guess I've done it. It doesn't seem that different. Oh, I've got numbers here. Okay. Slow 190 rather than a percentage. That's movement-based units. Got it, got it, got it. Very cool. Okay. Yeah, this is good. This should be the default. I agree. I'm already seeing, like, this is going to be better. I just have to kind of readapt to different numbers now, which is fine. Okay, we've got a technician down here. We've got a small storage unit. Let's hide for a minute. And I forgot to put on my utility items here. Defender. So we're trying to run away, I think. I do want this terminal. Sorry, what was the button to turn on my vision? I'm looking back through chat. V, line of sight. Okay, see, this is helpful. I still don't know if he can see me from this, but I know that he's outside my line of sight, which is at least more information than I had otherwise. Okay, there's a heat sink, which I may just keep. Medium hard? What does that say? Ooh, alarm trap. What's the range on these guys? I know it's at least this far. Is it this far? V for line of sight. 190 over 3 is 3 momentum. You've got a number behind your speed, which is the momentum. Here. Okay. So I'm running slowly, and so I don't build momentum, probably. I wish I knew something about this. Like, does it have a range? What is the range? What's the deal here? Because I want this armor plating optimally. Most bots have 16 vision, same as me. Okay, that's what I was hoping. You can also now tell your energy generation per move, and the HUD shows you if you have matter and a matter pod. Alarm traps you have to actually step on. Most traps come in arrays, and you may not even reveal them all. Got it. So you're telling me there may be other alarms in the area. Good enough. Hard, medium, armor plating. I'm still at 190 here. What do? We do both armor platings? I guess. Seems fine. We do build momentum even though we're slow. So that's all good. Oh, the thing I wanted, though, thing I need is the matter pod, potentially. I'll keep an eye on it. We can always flip it in on short-term notice, I think. Cymex says, generally anyone having a longer vision range has the optics utility equipped. Okay, good to know. So he saw me. I think we're just going to go engage because there's 2 of these defender guys up here, and he's guarding a terminal. There might be something here, looks like. A lot of armor will make you overheat faster. Okay, we're still at 0. I'll keep an eye on that. Runia says, by the way, I'm unsure if this actually came up at all, but did you ever figure out where your total mass support was on your HUD? I did not. No. And I still don't see it. So I remember you repeatedly wondering where it was. I still wonder, right? I still don't know. Oh, unless it's this. Is it this right here? 44 out of 26? Yeah, it totally is. 13 support per leg. Okay, so I'm double my current support. That makes sense. I just need to put in a touch more effort to figure it out, right? I'm just passing turns. I detected another alarm there. This guy is coming towards me. I'm just going to let him get a little closer. And as soon as he steps in line, I'm going to blast him. Doesn't seem like he knows where I'm at. Hostile spotted. Dispatching reinforcements to the terminal. Oh, I let him get to the terminal because he's a technician. Right, okay, shoot. Well, I guess we do have the stand and fight build right now. 0x1 means you're 1 times overweight. Got it. So I guess we would just want to pick a location to fight. Yeah, snitch, indeed. Most build types want to evolve enough propulsion to not be overweight. I expect that's what we're going to do next. Ooh, these guys, rogues, troopers. It's a whole group. So I guess I want to go back up here and fight the defenders, or I can hide. Informer. He saw me. Looks like these sentry units here or whatever, defenders, are coming right for me. Which I guess is fine. I'd rather be in a hidden area and let them come to me. The snitch is down here. Got 2 coming, so here we go. Autogun array. Activate. See what happens. 95% chance. Pretty good. Almost refilled my matter, but not quite. Nice, one-shot him. I do have a bit of heat, 43, but that's still cool. And I dissipate pretty quickly, so I'm happy with that. There's light armor plating. I don't need any of this stuff. Now that terminal is deactivated, unfortunately. I guess I'll go up to this one now. Terrain scanner. Do I want this? Enables terrain scanning of up to a distance of 16. I think that identifies things like terminals, right? But I already have detection, so I probably don't need it. Sustaining, it says sustaining firing will heat you up, but you're good for short skirmishes. Cool. Yeah. That's the way it looked. The heat dissipated pretty quickly, really. Okay. We have 100% on records. Investigation status. Recall investigation. Only 40% though. Well, if I understand correctly, I think this is still worth trying because until it starts counting up, seems fine. Failed. Failed at 75. Okay. Fail. Ooh, pests coming. Also, there's a dude coming up from behind. Dude, these scanners, this array system, the scanner array is amazing. I love it. Nothing I can do about getting flanked here, though, because I'm too slow. 36% chance to hit. I could whip out the grenade launcher. Oh, no, I can't, actually. because this takes 4 inventory slots as well. Okay, well, 36% chance to hit. That's not great. Let's move. Let's fire. Got him. Next shot has a bit higher chance to hit. Farcom is great. Yeah, I can tell already that it's going to be one of my favorite items. Wow, so we just like cleared 3 of them at once there. That was pretty cool. Flight units, matter. I didn't run through that much matter, really, in that fight. I'm currently -9 from where I started, at most. So that seemed pretty good. Cool, another terminal. You can always look for exiles in every run, by the way, if you like their free sensor and prototypes. Well, I do so far. XLAA just shreds everything on this depth. Yeah, I bet. I think it was you that said it works into the end game, right? So hopefully it's still viable at that point, like you say. Locate traps seems good. Disarm traps seems good. Analyze decomposer. I think we want to just disarm traps, probably. Cool, disarmed. But this is not done. It looks like I can do more. No traps found in the area. All right. Let's do analysis of decomposer. Got it. Decomposers are the precursor to K-class workers, converting debris into matter they leave behind for other robots to then collect and utilize. Yeah, okay. Not sure that was useful. Moving on. Yeah, some people literally carry this in their inventory the entire game and only bust it out at the end, says Runia. Which I guess that would protect it from degrading, right? Now, I could do that because I do have rocket launchers and grenade launchers, and it might be smart. But given that I just want to get to the end game, right, and then survive from there, seems like this is a fine approach, right? I give this gun array 2 maps before it breaks. Right, so should I switch? I mean, what would you guys do? Would you switch it and save it? Because I'm obviously it's already degrading a bit. Not a ton, but 1 blip. So I probably just need to fight less overall, right? Hey, there's a repair station and another terminal. Trooper over there, so let's retreat. Medium storage unit. Yeah, the problem is that I'm so slow that I keep getting into fights like this that I can't escape from. And that's kind of the problem. Just use it if you're new. It's not like you have a plan for the end game, says Cymac. Yeah, the plan is survive, right? And if I can be sneaky in the end game, I'm going to. Like, if I can switch into sneaky mode, then I will. There's an exit. I guess what I could do, actually, is pick up these legs. Nope, the scrap bot already grabbed them. Boy, these looters are Johnny on the spot, aren't they? With picking up all my loot. Emergency access. High power shotgun, but this guy's over here. Probably not worth going to the terminal. Over. Rooney says, unless you're running hover or flight, or with legs and an ECM suite, you are probably not running for much of anything. So plan to fight almost everything that spots you on slower propulsion. Yeah, at this point you're saying, definitely. You can kill the recyclers to get your loot back. So the question I guess that I have is, does firing reduce the integrity of this particular gun? I know it doesn't on regular ones, right? But this one's special. Or does just getting shot do that? Because, yeah, I'll fire at who's ever in my way, right? If it doesn't hurt me. Okay. Oh, a hammer. I really want to get to this terminal if I could. There's a nuclear core. What's reflective plating doing? Thermal damage resistance, prototype ballistic guns. My gut says do not get the prototype guns. Because I don't know what they do. I don't know if they're corrupted, etc. Is that the right inclination? If triggered by chain reaction or proximity response, it explodes for thermal damage. High heat transfer. Uh-huh. Gives me a lot more power, though. What can we tell about this? Unidentified prototype. Yeah, I'm just going to pass. Proto-ballistic on this depth is probably either IMP, improved assault rifle, or ENH autogun, which is pretty epic, but XLA is better. Okay, good enough. There's another one, prototype energy gun. Looks like I might be able to get to that terminal. What are these things? It seems like I can't interact with them, right? TF nodes feels like I should be able to. Whoa, remote data jack. Improvised shield generator. I used one of these last game and it was very, very good. Because I had a lot of excess energy regen, which I do again. Problem being there's a bunch of enemies up here. Which means I'm going to have to fight these guys if I go for this terminal. TF nodes, you can break them for sensor arrays. Oh, cool. Identifying prototypes is risky if they are faulty, but early on it's fine. You don't need a gun, though. Yeah, I don't need a gun. That's right. You have to equip a bunch of faulty parts to get a feeling of when or why to equip or not equipped unidentified protos. But at this point, like Cymac is saying, I have lots of good guns, so I don't need to push it. The other thing I probably don't need to push is this fight, right? There's 4 guys here plus an extra one who will probably come. Not worth a terminal and these shield generators. I do like this item, though. But my armor plating is doing just fine right now. Okay, well, let's shoot this. No? Cool, figured it out. Hold control to shoot. Got it. Signal interpreter and sensor array. Strength of 2. Robot scan signals accurately affect target size and class, are unaffected by system corruption. Enables deciphering signals emitted from adjacent exits. Revealing where they lead. Ooh, this is good. At garrisons, know the time until the next response dispatch, if any, when multiple exits lead to the same destination after having identified the first. Subsequent ones will be identified. This is really good, isn't it? Tells me where I'm going in the stairs. What's it worth trading out for? One of these armors? Probably. How good is the seismic detector at this point with this sensor array? Do I really need it? Probably not, right? I didn't lose anything of value, I don't think. Seems good. Identifying exits is very useful, yeah, I'd say. So far, that's seeming like one of the more important things. Maybe not more important, because it's really just like getting to bonus areas and stuff like that, right? What's this guy doing? Commando. Keep it in the inventory until you need to identify an exit. Good tip. How does it work? I've got it on. Does it take time? Ooh, good thing I popped my head in here. There's a wall here, which means that I can go ahead and use this terminal. Or you can keep it to use with sensors like in caves. Oh, in like caves. Gotcha. Let's see. Recall assault, 10%. Don't need that. Zone layout. Yeah, I don't need any of this. High chance of detection, security level 2. Just stand next to the exit. Okay, factory. I mean, presumably that's where I want to go, unless I want to fight through those enemies, which I don't. I could go down there too, but I tell you right now, all I want to do is improve my movement speed more than anything, because I have a good gun, I have good armor, detection. I just want to go faster, because going this slow is extremely dangerous. So we're going to go. That's what my gut says. We're going to try. Propulsion up twice. Seems like the right thing to do right now. I hope so. The other thing we're going to need next is probably power, but it looks like I have excess with this nuclear core, so. Nobody's around us at the moment. Let's put on our legs. I had another leg, didn't I? Oh, no, I didn't. So I'm still looking for another leg. Just go 4 prop. Yeah, Cymex says. Cool. Those wheels you're not wanting for a fight make you faster. Yeah. They have less evasion, right? So I could have been picking them up, but I've got all these improved legs. At this point, I just need more of anything, basically. There's a technician. So do I want to pop through here maybe and kill the guy? Wow, I just didn't get there nearly fast enough, did I? Shoot. Okay, let's pick this up and then run. Here they come. Oh, my kingdom for a mining laser at this point, right? Everybody go in there, and then can I sneak behind them? Nice. Heavy explosive trap. These guys are coming out this way. Looks like I'm okay to go here. Leg delivery. Oh, yeah. Those guys, definitely. Power is something you'll want to upgrade comparatively infrequently, especially on ballistics, okay? Kinetic guns don't need more power usually. What about the legs, though? That's what I was thinking. Oh, they don't take any energy. They're just free. Cool. There's a garrison. Is there anything I could do to it, like, directly, or do I have to hack it from a terminal? Armor Integrity Analyzer enables 30% chance to bypass target armor. Why would I want to do that? Because if it bypasses armor, it hit one of the things I care about, right? Legs take energy on move, but not usually a lot. Okay, you can hack the garrison itself. Sorta. Yeah, I expect it's pretty difficult, and I don't have any like hacking gear in particular, right? So needs at least 28 damage to break the walls, you're saying. Okay. All right, so recycling. I don't need matter. So retrieve components is 30%. Failed. Not going to do it again. Novice programmer. Is that a achievement? Stasis trap. There's a snitch bot coming this way. Ooh, do I hide? Yeah. Oh man, what happened? Why? Suspicious activity detected. They're going in here. What is this guy? A hacker? Okay. He doesn't seem to be checking my area. Let's make our move. Nope, he's coming back. Hide. Shoot, he saw me. Here we go. It's a fight. Yeah, recently a lot of achievements like that were added, says Kerman. Churman? Sorry for your name. Mixing it up, I mean. For doing things with specific mechanics. If you want to win, you should look for exits, preferably caves. In factory, you get programmers sent after you periodically. You're on a clock now. Okay, suspicious activity detected is for spending too long on the map. Great, and then I just passed a bunch of turns to try to avoid this guy, which was a mistake. Gravmeg system? Okay, it's like a hover system. 9 support. I mean, it kind of seems good, right? But only one of them isn't good enough. Shock rifle, EMP. Okay, let's get out of here. Whoa! Just dodge that. Shock trap. Oh god, I got hit with a shock trap, didn't I? Storage unit. Matter filter. Deleting that program in one shot is so good. Yeah, I assume that was a difficult dude. Got a good gun though, huh? Matter filter. Reduces matter cost of firing any weapon by 30%. That's really good. I'm going to get rid of this core. I've got a backup nuclear core if we need it. Go ahead and scan. So I could fix my leg, but I'm on a timer, like you guys say. So I'm also in a corner, which I don't like. Let's move on. Where could we go? Up and left or down to this bottom corner? Nope, down is not an option. Keep an eye out for explosive machines in factory and avoid fighting near them. It is stabilized because the programmer missed and hit it. Gotcha. EM disruption field. Caps the amount of system corruption from any single external source. Okay. Hey, there's a titanium leg. Put that on. I'm now walking at a faster rate, maybe? Running. It doesn't say I'm slow anymore, so that's good. Programmers reporting. I've got enemies over here still hanging out from the first time I got detected. That's unfortunate. And now another one's coming down here. What do I do? Do I go fight those guys? They're just mercenaries, right? Oh no, troopers. I don't necessarily see an exit over there. There's a snitch bot over here. Watch out for the mines. Okay. Well, looks like we're fighting. 95% chance to hit. Blow them up. Step around the corner, let them come to me. Easy fight. Might have took a little hit on the leg, but yeah, feeling fine. There's another leg, isn't it? Just a regular aluminum leg. I could throw the improvised one, an improved one down on the ground. Or I could throw this cannon on the ground. There we go. Aluminum leg. One replacement. 122 speed is decent. Okay, good. It feels much better, I can tell you that. Sherman says, you are the same speed as those grunts, so you can basically outrun them forever. But I'm running into an unknown territory is the only risk that I'm worried about there. Get some heat sinks for extended fighting. This? No. Those bots stole them from me. Nope, there isn't a heat sink right here. I've got one heat sink. I've also got a matter pod that I still want to get on. Let's get rid of the detector. I don't need that anymore. Pretty clearly. Ooh, hello. I just got hit hard in the leg by a hacker, which is a bit unfortunate. Light nuclear core, which is currently what I have. Data jack, going to ignore that. I'm going to try to get this informer when he comes around the corner. No? Okay. Commando is coming. Well, anytime now, guys. What are you doing? They're fighting something else, aren't they? Are they shooting through the wall or something? What's happening? I feel like they're shooting through the wall. It does. Slugs penetrate the wall. Uh-huh. Well. That's pretty annoying. Sweet. I guess just engaging is the way. Carbon fiber leg. 15 support. Hello, upgrade. Matter is full. Cores are looking good. Do I still have? Yeah, I have 2 carbon fiber legs. Let's get those on. Now 41 out of 63, so that's good. Energy went up. Feeling fine. This gun array is so strong. It certainly feels like it. Hunters can shoot you through walls. That's good to know. Commandos are scary. Except, like you say, this gun array is so strong. You want to look for terminals to find branch access or main access. Yeah, well, that's kind of what I'm thinking, right? But I haven't been so lucky yet. There's one. Just take a look at these flak guns. 6x, but only 5 to 6 kinetic damage. Okay, give me something good. Locate traps. See, none of these things are what we want. Security level 2. So, like, what should I do at this point to find the exits? Should I go into manual command? Or is it just going to be too hard anyway? Well, you guys type and let me know what I should do here. I'm just going to take a 30-second break real quick. I will be right back. Let me know what you think I should do. All right, thanks for your patience. Terminal index is good. Terminal index to find more terminals. Hacking for branch is hard on terminal level 2. Yeah, that's what I figured. Terminal index at 35%. Sure, man. T2 terminal with no hackware will be hard to do much. I would probably just hit terminal index, see if it works. Ideally, you want branch access pre-listed or try it manually on a level 1 terminal. Okay. Failed. 75% chance of detection. Got it. Found 20 terminals. Nice. 20 terminals. Dude, this place is huge. Holy cow. Okay, so I'm here. I guess we'll go to the next one, huh? Informer. Distress signal alerts nearby ally. Well, I don't see any allies coming. Let's see, what's this? Core analyzer. Increase target core exposure by 6%. I don't feel like I need that. I've got enough damage as is. T1, please. It is. Oh, this is what I did last time. Open DSF, and I went to this area. Do I want to do this? What is DSF? I know it's like a type of unit or an area with like a faction in it or something, maybe. Core Analyzer is extremely good. Is it good on a weapon this strong? Like, I know the idea is that you do core damage more often. It's one of the best utilities in the game. Okay. I'll go back and get it. It means fighting a guy, but I'll get it. You don't really have the space for it right now in your body, but I would carry it. Okay, well, everybody's in unison here on that. All DSF locations in lockdown mode. DSF are a submap that you can go into if you did not get spotted. Too late for that already, right? So, access? Or, what else is it called? Exit? Now, I know if you start typing, they'll pop up. I just want to check the chance to do this. Map. Nothing is filling out. I feel like it's access. Anybody got some insight here? DSF and door terminals cannot be used for anything. Gotcha. Oh, restricted access. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Okay. Hacking suite. Hello. Increased chance of machine hack by 10. Provides 5% bonus to rewiring traps and disrupted robots. Okay. Field recycling, reflective plating. So I want this. Get rid of the train scanner. Oh, this guy's going to shoot these fusion modulators, isn't he? Here comes a guardian. There's a fabricator. Okay, just double checking. I got the hacking suite, right? Okay, let's bail. Long enough to pull everybody at least. Oh, shoot. I'm letting myself get flanked. I'm just going to engage. Cool, got him. Got them all. Go grab this thing. Yeah, I can tell how much work this gun is doing. No question about it. I want this matter filter on too. I really need more utility slots. That said, I'm not burning through my matter that quickly right now. Let's throw down the grenade launcher. Oh no, let's throw down the Ripper. We're not doing melee stuff. I don't know why I'm still carrying that. Okay, so we have Core Analyzer. Maybe I'll put that on over the light armor plating, since we already have a hard medium armor plating. That seems okay. Now, I know I'm risking it because people are coming my direction, but let's have a look. Security level 3. What if I throw that hacking suite on? Will discard Core Analyzer. Oh no, don't do that. Apparently this breaks if I take it off, huh? Will discard it. Why? Is it just because my inventory's full? No, that can't be it. I do not understand why that won't let me replace it. Well, that one works. Not much change here. All processors can't be unequipped without breaking. Oh, good to know. Okay. They're fused. God, did I just put that hacking suite in and now it's fused too? I bet I did, didn't I? Oh, man. If an item has fragile tag, it'll destroy upon removal. Fragile tag. Yeah. How about that? Well, I want my armor, is what I want. So which one of these do I take off? I guess the hacking suite. It just doesn't seem that important at this point. With just one of them, it didn't have that much effect or anything. Oh, I wish I would have known that beforehand. That was a mistake. Matter filter is not fragile. Good to know. I mean, this just tells me where the exits go. Just rip off hacking. Hacking is for nerds. Interpreter can come off, to be honest. You can just find another TF node. Getting different information. The hacking one, to me, right now, seems much less useful because it's the only thing I'm doing and I'm not hacking anything else in general. I like the signal interpreter so far, so I'm going to go this way. Repeat to confirm. Cool. Okay. Let's find another terminal. Melee analysis suite. Increase accuracy by 5%, damage by 2. There's another shield generator. Yeah, we're going to pick that up. I like that item. At least I did last game. Locate traps. This is security level 1. So do we do manual here? I mean, disarming traps could be really good, but let's go manual and let's go access. Unknown command. Access. What? Oh, branch. Emergency or main? Do we want, what do we want here? Try branch. Okay. Failed. Oops. Why doesn't it autofill? It seems like I shouldn't have to type it out fully each time, maybe. Catastrophic failure. Oh boy. I think at 52 we can try one more time. Branch is the easiest to get. I failed. Terminal locked. I am detected. Oh dear. Get me out of here. Oh, press tab. It does autofill. Okay. Oh god, and there's all kinds of dudes in the way. Guardian coming right my direction. Two-shot him. Deuterium engine. 11 supply. This has 9 supply. So this is an upgrade. Out of the way, please. I'm coming through. Oh god, now I'm standing next to a fusion device. Thanks for the legs, jerk. Carbon fiber legs. How much are titaniums? Titaniums give 20 support. Hello, that's what I want. Gauss rifle could be interesting. 16 to 23 kinetic. Nope. Invalid move. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, and if you press up, it selects last hack you did. Thanks. That's good. Good tip. Do I have a spare leg right now? Yes, it's aluminum. Let's grab the carbon fiber. Coolant injector. Now look at all this stuff I'm finding that would have made that flamethrower type weapon work for me. Alas. I guess we can drop a heat sink and grab that. Why do you never use XLAA in factory? Why do I never? Right. Answer by Runia. The Dr. Hermelin in-game greed brain rot. Yeah, I mean, that is clearly the debate, right? Is that you could save it and use it in the in-game, but even knowing what I know about games like this, using it early to survive the early game, which is almost certainly the hardest because it always is in games like this, is at least equally valid, right? Heat 40, corruption 1%. Seems fine. Keep running. Got a terminal down this direction. Oh, come on. Out of the way, surf bots. Recalibrator. Chance to restore a broken or malfunctioning part. Attached or in inventory. Tube functionality. Unable to repair alien technology or prototypes. Above rating 8. Rating 8. Hello, you. No item to retrieve. Excuse me? Did this transporter just pick that item up? Die. It's got a core analyzer, which I already have. Where'd that item go? Oh, man. I saw it and I thought this is going to be great. Now it's gone. Oh, no, it's on top of him. Okay. So I've got a coolant injector. Let's get rid of the heat sink. Not feeling like I need those. Still got a shield generator, matter filter, recalibrator. So this is a utility slot item. The engineer's on top of it. Yep. Figured it out in good time. In my opinion, once you have game knowledge, Cogmind's early game is much easier. The game doesn't really start to threaten you until -5 or so. That would be backwards to most traditional roguelikes, in my opinion. But that's interesting, if true. Is that everybody's general experience? Force Buster is melee related. Branch access points, 25%. This is security level 2. Well, let's try it. Got him. Storage, lower caves, and lower caves. Okay. Anyone else see the zooming swarmers? I didn't. Philosophy says this game just threatens me all the time, so... Runia. Yeah, Cogmind tends to be in the inverse of other roguelikes. Interesting. Factory -7 is the place where the game gets threatening. That's pretty early on, though, really. Lower caves down here? Is that what it's saying? Is that my exit? Yeah, is that what I want to do? Lower caves? You guys mentioned it. Caves in general. Wish I could zoom out more. There's lower caves as well. I guess we're going down here, huh? Ambush trap. More ambush traps. Oh, you fool. I should have went the other way. Oh no, these are friendlies. Hello, guys. Emerges from hatches in the floor. Nice. Lower caves is good. Go spelunking. What do we got? We were hacked into the system waiting for the right moment to spring our attack, but seeing as you've already triggered the mechanism and given away our position, let's roll with it. Cool. Here we go. Get me to the exit, boys. Here comes programmers. Matter, pulse rifle, coolant, disruption field, Gauss rifle, light armor. Don't need it. Keep going down. Heavy rocket launcher. Advanced terrain processor. Can you guys go deal with that, please? That'd be great. They're killing my dudes. Well, killed one of my dudes. Not so bad. What do we got? Core. Angular momentum engine. That's probably worse, right? No, it gives more supply than this. What was that one? This one? No. Right here. Cool. More power. $13. Is that the best power I have? 9. 11. So I can probably get rid of this spare core. What else we got? Carbon fiber leg. Beamcaster. That's kind of a cool name. 20 to 22 thermal. 20 range. Energy weapon. Nah. I'm going to take this advanced rocket launcher, though. I can tell you that. Your Farcom sensors won't work in caves, by the way, but you got nothing to fear. Okay. If you press A when standing on an item and the game considers better than something you already have, it will swap it automatically. Is that right? Okay. So it switched this one out just because it has a little better integrity. Cool. Yeah, good to know. Transmission jammer. This could be very good. So I now have 3 rocket launchers. Let's get rid of the little rocket launcher. Keep the big one. Cooling system, system shield, which is a hacking-based utility. Reduces chance of detection, rate of detection chance increase. This seems really good. especially since I don't have the hacking array anymore. Maybe I'll get rid of grenade launcher. I still have transmission jammer. Oh, I just picked that up. Yeah, I just need more utility slots. I've got so many utilities here that I'm just carrying around with me. Jammer is good. It blocks alarm traps and hostiles alerting each other. The jammer. This one. Yeah. Probably better than the signal interpreter then, in that case. Security level 1, scan components, carbon fiber leg. I can't work on my gun, it looks like. $38 on the time, rating 3. $71%? Sure. What's this guy running around? A hacker. Ha! Fools, they went and engaged it. Whoa, what happened there? Can't quite shoot him, can I? It's annoying. And of course, I lost my repair going on here as well. Good enough. Here's a big thruster. Only 5 support though, okay. 52 matter. There's more matter up here. I just made a mess of things, didn't I? All right, let's get out of here then. Lower caves. Cool. Your gun cannot be repaired. Yeah. Womp womp. But maybe I do have this item here that makes it sound like it can repair it. The recalibrator. Says it's unable to repair alien technology or prototypes above rating 8. So are those guys I got this from aliens? Because it is currently a rating of 8. So it seems like it could repair it. Maybe. Restore broken or malfunctioning part. What does broken mean, though? Is that 0 integrity? Because I thought the thing just disappeared at that point. I don't know. Lots to learn with this game. However, I am being recalled by the family. And so that's going to be it for today. What do we got? A 3.5 hour stream, it looks like. Is that right? Just about. So yeah, thanks for joining me. Glad to see the Cogmind community coming out to support a new player and all the help that you guys gave to me. So if you enjoyed this and want to see me stream in the future, which will probably be tomorrow around this time, we'll pick up from here. Go ahead and hit the like button and give me a subscribe. Helps grow the channel. Helps me keep playing the same games when I know you guys like it so much, which is obvious already. So no doubt, getting lots of interaction from you guys, which is great. But yeah, I'll be on tomorrow probably, unless something big comes up with family and business duties. And we'll pick up from here. So I'll do a little more research overnight and learn some more. And tomorrow I'll be a better player, just like that is the idea. Good luck in your own games. And yeah, I had fun. Thanks, Doctor. Thanks, Philosophy, Runia, all you guys, everybody that's given me advice. You've been great. And hopefully I see you all tomorrow. Take care.